Utah Jazz. Let's talk about it. It's the Hoops Nerd Show. All right, guys, if you haven't already liked the video, subscribe to the channel. This was a close loss for the Utah Jazz. It wasn't looking like it at one point, but Utah pulled up late in this game. The story of this one will likely be the play at the end when it looked like Keyonte George was pushed down and the refs didn't call it, and then gets a corner three and misses it. The heart tells me that it was a foul, but the head tells me that it looked clean to me. When I go watch AJ DeBonsa highlights, looked pretty clean. Looked like a clean play to me. So the Jazz end up falling to the Los Angeles Lakers tonight. This now puts the Jazz losing streak at 3 in a row. The Jazz are now 5-11. Sitting still in the 9th spot in the lottery. They really needed just one of these loser teams, like the Hornets lose by 3. Any of these bums, the Blazers would have been nice. The Nets, the Clippers especially would have been nice. None of those bums could do it, and the Clippers are trying. So pathetic. Thy name is everyone else. Everyone else. And sadly, Utah hasn't seemed to have been able to figure it out that there are 4 generational guys. I don't know, generational, I throw it around, but there are 3 or 4 superstar potential guys at the top of this draft. And then there's going to be even more guys that rise during the draft process, like the Cedric Cowards and stuff. So Utah has to keep this pick. They're on the right track to do it. They're trying to win, but they should probably think about not trying to win some of these games. They play tomorrow against the Golden State Warriors, and that's going to be a back end of the back-to-back road. Let's see. In fact, let's look at a road game. So they're flying right now as we speak to Golden State. Let's see. Where are they? San Francisco. Let's see. Let's pull this up. So Utah will now play the Warriors. But then they have, let's see, tomorrow's Monday. They do not play until Friday, it looks like, unless they have a game in between. NBA Cup group stage. Man, that's a whole week. A whole week? Maybe they're giving them Thanksgiving. I don't know, because Friday, oh, my heavens above. But, well, unless Google's wrong, I don't know. Anyways, that's a long wait in between. I can't believe we're going to have a game tomorrow, Monday, and then not till Friday. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? If the Jazz win tomorrow and I'm heartbroken, it's going to be the longest week ever. Ever! Maybe it'll give the Jazz front office a whole week to actually do their job, maybe, right? So anyways, Utah loses this one. I should pull up this screen to make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, good. I was just glancing at this before the game. So number 1 offense in the league, surprisingly, Houston Rockets. But worst offense in the league, the Dallas Mavericks. That's crazy. That can't stay forever, right? They're going to get their centers back, and at some point they'll improve. Utah still sitting pretty strong here at 22. Oh, I got to lower my screen here. Let's lower the screen. Bong, bong, bing, bing. All right, and then defensive rating. Oklahoma City Thunder is just crazy how good they are defensively. They're like Darth Maul. It's crazy. They just come at you with the double-bladed lightsaber, cut you in half, and throw you down a well. But anyways, the Jazz are number 26 defensively now. The defense is not very good. Tonight it was a little bit better, and we had some nice plays. I'm kind of surprised it didn't jump at least a tiny bit, but the losing is how you get these games and how you're going to get this pick. You look at all the bad teams. They're all bad defensive teams. It's why Utah needs to prioritize defense, just especially in the upcoming draft. I mean, if Utah wins a top 3 pick, you just scout and you just pick the best player available. That's what you do. That's why teams like the Phoenix Suns, who are losers forever, could have drafted Luka Doncic, but they decided to draft DeAndre Ayton. That was dumb, right? Same with the Sacramento Kings. Just dumb. Imagine being the Kings and passing on Luka Doncic, and you had the number 2 pick. I mean, I remember that draft, and it wasn't like this for sure thing that Luka Doncic would be a superstar, but it was pretty clearly he was going to be really good. And, I can't imagine if the Utah Jazz, let's say the Jazz win the number 2 pick, it doesn't matter who's there. You just pick the best player available. That's what you do. And then you make it work. And if that's Cam Boozer, and you've already got Lauri Markkanen and Taylor Hendricks and all these power forwards, then that's what you do. You draft him. Because if he's the best player, that's what you do. You don't want to miss out on a Luka Doncic for fit, right? We just get the best BPA all the way. MIA up in this house. All right, so the Lakers, they looked a little slow to me tonight, and it's funny because they had like 4 days off, and Utah's going to, after tomorrow, have 4 days off. I wonder if they'll look a little lackadaisical. Sometimes that happens. I don't know if it's just players and teams will just have big, long practices, but they looked a little slow, especially LeBron. I mean, and funny, slow LeBron still gets 17 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds. He just plays a smart game. Couldn't hit a 3. The legs weren't there. It was close, Christian House, money to Haas. Kind of the perfect thing. We saw some fun things. Jazz couldn't pull it out. We need strategic resting. I don't care. They need to strategically rest Lauri Markkanen when they play the Kings on Friday. They just do. They need the Kings. That's a very, very important game. The Kings need to win. Utah needs to overtake the Kings. They've lost to the Kings once already, too, and they don't have, what's his name? Domantas Sabonis. So Utah needs to rest one of their best players. And I don't know. We'll see. But they need to do it. It's 100% the right call. And if they don't do it, it's ridiculous. Because Utah has already won too many games so far. And there are a lot of teams competing for these top 3 picks. And it's hard to make up these games. Like, one thing I do is I get so mad every night because I watch these dumb bylines. And these teams are losing. It's hard to overtake them. Hornets could have won this game and just couldn't figure it out. Key for 3 at PG. I love it. Lauri needs some strategic hiking. I agree. If Lauri wants to be a part of this long-term future, then why not? Just give him some PTO. Let Taylor Hendricks develop and, give Key a few days off. I mean, don't we all get a few days off here and there? Guys? Let's see. So, Doncic didn't shoot from 3 particularly well. Still managed to put up 33 points, 11 rebounds, 8 assists. Not a great shooting night from him. I mean, this was a game that the Lakers were still able to win despite Luka Doncic, their best player, just not shooting it well, although he did get to the free throw line. But yeah, this was, you look at, I guess Marcus Smart was a plus 18. The story of this game for Utah was really like Lauri Markkanen not shooting the ball well. Look at Kyle Filipowski at a minus 27. That's crazy. Utah, wow. Interesting plus-minus numbers. It's funny. Lauri Markkanen did not shoot the ball well and still was a plus 19. So that tells me something happened where Keonte George was on the floor with Filipowski and it just didn't go well. You almost did. Dang it. By the way, I have a new Prize Picks deal. So don't go sign up for Prize Picks. I was going to try and do that tonight. Didn't have time. But got a new Prize Picks deal. So I'm excited about it. And so I'm going to start using that with a promo code. Promo code HoopsNerd, by the way. If anyone's going to sign up, use promo code HoopsNerd. I think you get like a something. And it helps the channel. So anyways, there's my Prize Picks lazy read. But anyways, Svi Mikhailuk, Will Hardy's favorite player of all time. 5 for 9 from the field, 2 for 5 from 3. He is the favorite child that no one understands why. Right? He's the child that it's like, when your parents have like that 4th mistake child and they're allowed to do whatever they want and they go and they're sneezing on Thanksgiving dinner. You go and you get a piece of cheesecake and you notice fingerprints in it because someone let the mistake child go put his fingers in it. And then you go tell your mom and she tells you, you treat him better. You don't know what he's been through. And what he's been through is a lifetime of iPad and watching every streaming channel that he ever could imagine. And that's what he's been through. That's Svi Mikhailuk. All right. That's what the treatment he gets. Lauri Markkanen did not shoot the ball well in this one, although it's funny, a bad day for Lauri Markkanen is still 20 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. But yeah, 8 for 19, missed that big 2-point shot at the end. Luckily, the Jazz had, Luka Doncic missed a free throw at the other end, and that gave the Jazz another chance, but then that play that was a foul at the end wasn't called, and my favorite, Key, missed the 3. But you know what, Key? He keeps setting up players with dimes, and he's setting up the Jazz future for success. Yusuf Nerkic is just, I like having Yusuf Nerkic on the floor, I guess, just because he's big. And if anyone wants to mess with Yusuf Nerkic, they decide not to, because he's just the biggest player he's one of the biggest players in the league, actually, in terms of just poundage, right? Like, if you're like shipping Victor Wembanyama or Yusuf Nerkic through UPS, Nerkic costs more. The poundage. It's high poundage. And anyways, no one can move him. I loved that play where he just backed Luka Doncic down, made a little hook shot and one on Doncic. That was really satisfying to big boy Luka Doncic. I loved that. That was honestly one of my favorite plays of the game. In fact, can we watch it? Not a putback, not a jump shot, floating jump shot, driving layup shot. Let's see. Is it this one right here? No, not this one. And here we go. Here we go. Look at little Luka. Oh, and they called a foul. How dare they? You got back down. Little Luka. That's what we're going to call him. Little Luka Doncic. Couldn't handle the Nerkic. The battles of the Kitch went to Nerkic in that one. Although I guess he's a Chich versus Kitch. I don't know the difference, but I'm pro Kitch. I'm against Chich. All right? Okay, Ace Bailey goes... What even is this show? People, subscribe to my channel. Anyways, Ace Bailey, 31 minutes, 4 for 10 from the field, 2 for 7 from 3, and I loved every second of it. 10 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and he just has a few jaw-dropping plays every night. Some of them are the assists. I just want to look at his 3 assists. They're getting like really pretty sophisticated at a certain point. This right here is just him moving the ball to the right player. Like right there, look at that. He kind of, actually this is a little better than I actually remember. So he gets this ball, drives left, draws 2 defenders, hits Nerkic for the little float shot. That's like nice play there. A nice play. This one right here, I loved it. Draws 2 defenders again and hits the open man. That's him creating. So not all assists are created equal. It's why the assists from, Donovan Mitchell I used to feel like they were super overrated, because there's a difference between creating the shot and a bailout assist, right? For Donovan Mitchell, it's always drive, score first, and he's a great scorer, no doubt. Great scorer. But when he gets the assist, it's usually like him driving to the basket, realizing that there's nothing there, and midair kind of miraculously finds an open guy, right? It doesn't necessarily mean they're always 100% open. It's just, it's a bailout. But for these types of plays, you're creating the assist. You're drawing defenders to you, having patience, finding the open man, and giving them an easy shot. This is not little, I've never seen, honestly, and I'm not trying to dog him. Everyone seems to think I hate Lauri Markkanen. I do not hate Lauri Markkanen. I love the Jazz. I'm pro Jazz. I want a championship for the Jazz. That's always and forever the goal. Forever, always. But you'll never see, I just never seen Luka Markkanen do an assist like this. And Bailey has 2 in one game where he is driving, drawing defenders, and then creating an easy bucket at the rim for another player. This other one right here, this was just a transition assist, but just nice. Finding Lauri Markkanen for 3. And one other thing is, this is 40 seconds left in the game. Makes the steal, by the way. Right here, watch. Isn't this the steal from Bailey? Oh, no, this is just a rebound. Oh, never mind. There was one where he was guarding Luka Doncic, gets the steal, and it goes the other way. So just, the percentages, I would prefer them be a little bit better, but they're going to come. When he shoots that ball, especially from 3, it looks so good. Stu, sir, $5. Super, super generous. I really appreciate the donations, guys. Big Luka was crying as much as usual tonight / this morning. Yeah, I don't know, man. I do not enjoy Luka Doncic, and if he was on the Jazz, then I would probably I'd probably change my tune, I'm sure, to some extent. But I don't find him I just find him grating. I don't know the way he acts, the way he'll laugh about things, and I'm always like, who are you laughing with? No one's laughing with you. You know what I mean? He always looks back and he's like, haha, can you believe it? Can you believe I did that? Oh my gosh. And no one cares. No one reacts. He is so annoying and so entitled. It is so hard for me to enjoy watching him at all. If he was on the Jazz, I would enjoy the wins, I guess, but I would just not enjoy the product as much, right? It's like winning a lifetime supply of I don't know, ramen noodles. You're going to have a lot. You're not going to be hungry, but in the end, it's still it's ramen noodles. And I like ramen noodles. No, let's not badmouth ramen noodles. Let's just badmouth freaking Luka, who is just so obnoxious. It's just obnoxious, right? There's just those people in this world that get under your skin, and he's one of them. And I'm not even on the court. I don't know. It's just not fun. It's really crazy. I don't get it. I don't understand. It's so annoying. I tell you what, and I guess if I was the Dallas Mavericks fan who lost that trade, I'd be mad too. But man, the way they have lost their minds over it, I'm like, did you enjoy it that much? That much? I don't know. And people will dog Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for the foul baiting. Luka Doncic is no better. He's just fatter. There's no difference. I don't know why SGA gets this foul baiter moniker when Luka Doncic, he's so annoying. 12 free throws. In fact, I think Luka averages more free throws than Shai. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't find SGA as grating as Luka. And I think it's just the attitude. It's so annoying. It's really annoying. Keonte George, I got to say, I was such a fan of him those first 2 seasons. And even when things weren't going particularly great, I could just see the talent. And we're seeing him just get better. And he's only going to get better from here too, guys. There's another level where his 3-point shooting is like this every game. 40% from 3 tonight. Yeah, 43.5 from the field. Only 4 free throws. It's weird how you don't get free throws when you play the Lakers, by the way. It's really weird. I'm just saying, it's weird. But still manages 3. This happened the last Lakers game, and he's one of the top free throw guys in the league right now is George. He's so good at it. And yet somehow against the Lakers, you don't get the foul. I don't know. It's going to be so annoying because next year Utah is going to be competitive. They need to not be competitive this year. Ryan, Austin, are you listening? You got to have a plan because it would be sure nice to have a superstar talent with Ace Bailey and Keonte George and I guess Lauri Markkanen. But next year when the Jazz are going for it and have cap space and are trying to fill out that team with winning players, he's just going to get better. I lost my train of thought there. Dang it. I just completely lost my train of thought. But anyways, Keonte George is just going to get better, and he's going to assist even more with the different players that they add to this team. And if they add a superstar and it adds even more gravity to Keonte George's game and him getting time to shoot the 3, him having just 3 or 4 years under his belt and can be kind of a mentor for the next player. If you bring on Darren Peterson, he's going to start right away. He's that good. And a backcourt of Keonte George and Darren Peterson would be so freaking fun. Oh my gosh, Christian House money to Haas, $10. My man, he is the future. His growth is extraordinary. It really is. I've just really loved how he's truly turned into a point guard. It's just not something that you always that happens. It's pretty rare, actually. There's so many times with different players where you say, well, he's got to play point guard. Like even Donovan Mitchell. Remember back when he was on the Jazz, the idea was, well, we've got to have him be a point guard. And it couldn't do it. He's still shooting guard. He still does better when he's got like Darius Garland or Mike Conley kind of setting him up and allowing him to kind of play freelance. Keonte George has gone from like shooting guard to point guard and averaging, look at this, 8 assists. I mean, he's one of the best assist guys in the league right now. It's legitimate. I think he 100% deserves big time consideration for most improved player. Dirty Jazz Car Wash Channel. By the way, we got to get a different nickname for you, Car Wash Channel. Super Suds. I don't know. You got to be all-star though for nicknames. But I really appreciate the $1.99. You are incredibly generous, Car Wash Channel. Tanking continues. Yes. I hope so. Averaging 8 assists now, Christian. Let's see, actually, after tonight. What I love about NBA.com is that it's live. Like Basketball Reference isn't till the next day that it refreshes. So looking at just Key's growth. In fact, this is a good, thank you for the tip there, Christian. This is a great thing. So let's just look at how Keonte George has developed. So he's playing more minutes than he ever has. His points per game has gone up. Look at that. 13 rookie, 16 last year, 23.1 now. Field goal attempts up by 3 each season. He has now upped his field goal percentage 4 percentage points from the field overall. And then the 3-point, and that's with the 3-point percentage not even getting there. So we know his baseline is basically 33, 34%. That's what he's going to be at worst by the end of the season. What if he goes up to 35, 36%? It's going to be kind of hard for the Jazz to lose games. If you have Keonte George up, like there's room for growth here. If he improves this field goal percentage to the upper 40s and can be at least mid 30s on that 3-point percentage, and then you combine that with his assist rate, look at this, 4.4, 5.6, 7.2. Turnovers are going up. But that's what happens when you handle the ball a lot and you're the main focal point, like point guard. In fact, this is like John Stockton range. By the way, no one ever talks about that when they talk turnovers. Go look at John Stockton's turnovers. This is actually pretty good. Like John Stockton turned the ball over, and I love John Stockton's favorite former player. He's also up to 1 steal per game, so you're seeing better effort defensively, and even a extra block or 2 here and there. So really impressive stuff from Keonte George. He's turning into a great player for Utah. 100% a part of the future, and I'll be interested to see like how much money he makes, because he's starting to earn himself a good paycheck, and we'll see. Let's see. I couldn't have said it better myself. He got pissed that he was pushed to the bench last season and proved himself. Yeah, that wasn't particularly warranted either. I don't know. And then when he gets reliable scores around him, he'll be doubled. I wouldn't be surprised. What if the Jazz do add A.J. DeBonsa? And if Ace Bailey improves that 3-point percentage, which looks like a given, the way that thing comes off his hands, it looks like it's going in every time. And then if Utah is somehow able to win a top 3 pick and keep marketing, the assists will be flowing like the salmon of Capistrano. It's going to be great. So Keonte George is he's been fun to watch. He's just a great player, and he's finishing at the rim better. James, there is a signed Stockton jersey at Traverse Mountain Outlets for $800 if you're interested. Oh, that's interesting. I have my favorite jersey right now I have is one of those retro Stockton jerseys. I do got to get a Bailey jersey. I want an Ace Bailey jersey. We'll see. One of these times I got to go to a game. I think I'm going to go to a game. I think I'm going to the Spurs game in December, depending. So if anyone wants to say hi, I'll be there to see the Spurs, because I'm hoping to see Wembanyama, but I don't know if he'll be healthy by then. Let's hope. I would like to watch Wembanyama. Let's see. Kevin Love played solid again tonight. 9 rebounds. He just is playing pretty well. I wouldn't mind giving him another 1-year deal next year, just as a third center, because he does provide nice depth and he hits threes and he makes good plays. Now he's over the hill for sure, but in terms of basketball, but he would be fun to have. I like having Kevin Love on the team. $10. That's pretty great, Stu, sir. Let's see. Cody Williams. I don't know, guys. It might be. I know he plays pretty good defense, but he is. He's not. That might be a bust. I don't know. We'll see. I'm still rooting for him. Maybe the defense stays there, and I think they should not. I think they should keep him for one more year at least, and just see if next year you can see some more growth. But it's pretty rough out there. Isaiah Collier got 22 minutes tonight, playing pretty solid off the bench. 10 points, 3 assists. He's tailed off a tiny bit from that really hot kind of. I mean, he's had that first game where he started and it was terrible, but then for like 3 or 4 games after, he looked really great. He's kind of cooled off since then a little bit, but still producing. We'll see how that goes. Filipowski, who normally kind of rates a little better, had a -27 tonight. Really, the Jazz lost this with the bench, I guess. No, didn't. That's what happened. The bench was just pretty rough. And Taylor Hendricks got 37 seconds. He came in, made a 3, and then it was taken out. What in the world? This is the weirdest, actually. This is maybe the record for weirdest substitution pattern since Quinn Snyder and Dante Exum. This is crazy. 37 seconds? Well, I guess if you kind of spread this out, he's averaging, 36 points per, I don't know. Key for 3 at PG, $2, my man. Cody knows the mission like no other. Tank, no, 100%. Guys, this team is actually a very well-coached team. Besides, this is the weirdest thing ever. What happened here? That's actually so weird. Does anyone know? I don't know. Maybe it was like they were like, he's too good. I don't know. Are we seeing little signs that Utah might be understanding the assignment? Maybe. I hope so. But the mission assignment is tank no, like Key for 3 says, and hopefully the Jazz can understand that. Sensabaug's been, after like kind of a hot summer league and a kind of a hot start to the season, he's been pretty bad, guys. 1 for 8 from the field, 1 for 4 from 3. -11. I don't know. We should play more Sensabaugh, I guess. It's just those nights where he's hitting threes it impacts pretty hard. But I don't know. I don't know. By the way, I don't think the Warriors played today, did they? They're not on the back end either. I hope. I hope not. And I hope Steph's playing. Is Steph out? I don't know. He did show so much, Christian, but he's been pretty rough the last, honestly, month. I don't know. It's been rough. Yeah, it could be. Could be. Oh, is that... Dang it. That's Steph. I think... I don't know. I'm just curious. I know it's live. I don't care. Let's go. Warriors. Where are you, Warriors? Sitting at 8th. They've got to win some games. Okay, here we go. Oh, well, whatever. We'll look at this some other time. Why can't I figure that out? All right, so I think that's pretty much it tonight, guys. Nice of the Jazz to kind of work towards the tank. This is like a perfect outcome for Utah. They are likely losing tomorrow to Golden State, even though it'll still be fun to watch. I hope you all still join me. But we just need a pick in this draft, guys. We need to get a superstar. And the more ping pong balls we give ourselves, the more chances we get. And just like last time, it would be really nice if Utah could get to that 1. I don't think it's looking very possible. Washington understands the assignment a little too well. Utah had 2 pretty close wins. There's a world where Utah's sitting right here with just 3 wins, But that's why these games matter, every single one. Utah could be sitting in this 3-4 spot and securing their pick. It's what they need to do. I do love that as well, Jordana. That's great. All right, let me lower the volume on this. And let's see. So Utah is in the lottery, so we can definitely see if the lottery was today, what would happen? Let's see. We give our pick to the Oklahoma City Thunder. The absolute worst case scenario. One spot up and they wouldn't get it. We'd keep our pick. So the Oklahoma City Thunder get Kareem Lopez. Are you serious? He's a solid prospect. No way. Koa Pete. We could have had him at 8. We'd have just lost a few more games. Koa Pete looks like a beast. I'm not going to lie. That guy looks like a man's man playing basketball. I haven't seen this Yasufu guy. I'll have to check him out, I guess. Mikal Brown looks like a baller. Nate Ament, I kind of love him at 5. So if Utah could get the 5th pick, that would be great. He's so tall and long. Look at this. 6'10", 25, 11, 4.3 assists, 3 steals. He's so long and tall, guys. He does look he looks like a little bit like Diet Kevin Durant, a little bit out there. He's pretty fun. Go check the film. He'd be fun to put next to Ace Bailey, I'll tell you that much. Ace Bailey, Ament. Can I get an Ament? And then Lowry Markkinen if they get lucky, and so on. Koa Pete, Amos's man. He's so strong, guys. He looks like just an absolute beast. Oh, Caleb Wilson for me is either 3 or 4. I love Caleb Wilson. I love Caleb Wilson. Did you guys know I love Caleb Wilson? If we get Caleb Wilson, I'm so happy. Look at that, 6'10" as well. Oh, mama. He's like the stocks king. Steals and blocks. They call him, it's like the perfect nickname, Stockman. You know, we haven't had a good Stockman since Stockton. We need another stock in Caleb Wilson. Baby! Bring him on the Jazz. Oh, I want him on the Jazz so bad. I almost want the 4th pick so we can just take Caleb Wilson. I want him. He might be my favorite player in the draft. I love him. Okay. Let's give a shout out to the All-Stars tonight. Thank you so much, everyone. I got to refresh this. Make sure for people who join or people who drop. It's got to be no bias. Oh, not that. There we go. All right, let's give a shout out to Steve Areno, Steve Stevens. Let him cook sturdy pots. Ezekiel Raicibe, the man from down under. Tyson Price, the price is right. See ya, Lex Later. Jordan the Goat, best roll. Ryan Edward Perry, the legend. Christian House Money to Haas. Thank you again, Christian, for the donations. I appreciate it so much. Robert, Hall of Fame. I believe in Steve, Jazz Exile. Austin R. Grant, editor extraordinaire. Key for 3, the OG, and Patrick Akubo, the connoisseur. Guys, like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you want to sign up for Prize Picks, use HoopsNerd promo code and you'll get some sort of promo. I got to figure out what that is. And if you'd like to support the channel, just hit join below. You could, I guess, Christian, that would be incredible. If you want to give a gift for Christmas, I don't know if you can even do that. But anyways, guys, I appreciate all of you so much. Thank you for the donations. Super generous. Christian especially, but also Stu Sir, Car Wash Channel, Key for 3. Thank you so much, guys. I will talk to you